Welcome back, folks. The EGL Sheffield Open, or EGL Gears Open, here live in Sheffield. Of course, we were in London last time. Here now we are in the beautiful city of Sheffield, and I believe you live, or used to live rather, very close to this very venue. Am I right, Alex?
That's right. Yeah. 5 minutes down the road, so
5
this
minutes.
is literally Gears. You know, in my home city. I'm so glad it's here. But it's been travelling around. It's going to get here eventually, right?
Of course. Of course.
On screen we have Hound Esports. You can see them all looking pretty happy before their first game.
Yep.
Hope those smiles stay on their face throughout this series.
I love those jerseys, Alex. I
Look
really do like them. The logo as well is just any dog lovers out there, myself included.
It's the red eyes, though,
really
man. Those red eyes, they stare through your soul.
Oh, yeah. Look at those red eyes. Wow.
No, they are good. And of course, switching over to the other side, we've got Odin. Looking pretty blasé, pretty casual. They're used to being on this main stage.
They are. They certainly are. First game of the day. See Sammy there. Very happy indeed, Ash, to his right. And, you know, this is the favorite team to win this matchup. And I think, you know, for them, they're probably looking ahead more towards, you know, top 4, top 3, thinking about where they can place. Maybe even top 2, Alex. There is the chance there. But a lot of questions are being asked of them by many. And curious to see actually how they get on. You know, you mentioned earlier they're pretty much the was it the Fable rejects? I mean, very aggressive.
Didn't call them that exactly. Fable Reserve is what I said.
Reserves.
Oh dear.
Excuse me. I don't mean to throw you under the bus, even though
sorry for any listeners.
That's not what you said.
Jesus, Toby.
Ash wasn't happy about that comment either, as you can tell. But no, I think these are the favourites going into this one, and can't wait to see what the maps are like as well.
Yeah.
Actually, and you know, speaking of the maps,
here
they are. Wow. Gears gods are on my side, it seems. Harbour was the first map banned, and that was from Odin. Impact banned from Hound Esports. Not too much of a surprise there, Alex. I'm sure you'll agree. Reclaimed pick from Odin. Dam was picked by Hound Esports. Interesting pick, of course. You know, Fable's usual pick. And of course, Lift was banned by Odin. Foundation was banned, actually, from Hound Esports. Interesting one, I have to mention. You know, knowing how experienced the opposing team is on that particular map. Not too surprised, but also, you know, perhaps an intelligent ban, that one. Forge Blitz is the last map, if we do need it. Any initial thoughts, I guess, Alex, for that one?
Yeah, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, actually, this is not a bad draft phase for Hound. They're a new team, right? They probably haven't played as much as Odin. You know, this is theory, but they probably haven't. Harbour Impact, fair bans, right? Both quite tricky maps to play out correctly.
Sure, yeah.
So get them off the board. Reclaimed, Odin's pick, can't do anything about that, so be it.
Yep.
Dam, everyone's played Dam a lot, right?
Yep.
It's super safe. You know, we've seen a hell of a lot of it over these last few events. And I think Hound will have played it a lot. It's quite early on alphabetically in the cycle, so Scrims probably played it more often than not.
Good there. Very good point, actually, yeah.
And then we've got the lift ban again. Odin probably trying to play it safe, sticking to what they know.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Foundation ban. Now this I think is smart. Foundation is super strong map for these players on Odin. They like to get in your face. They're super shotgun heavy, and Foundation really allows for that. Yeah.
Heavy
you know the opening is everything.
Yeah.
If you mess up that opening, that's it, right? You're so far behind, it's difficult to get back. You know the top teams can get back into the game after that, you know, broken openers, but a team as new as Hound will have difficulty doing that. So, ban Foundation out, you go to Forge Blitz. Forge Blitz, super cross-heavy. You know, it relies on the whole map being played across the board at the same time.
Sure, yeah.
It allows these players like Dobby to find their 1v1s rather than having to, you know, work with their team. And that might not be such a bad thing if they can, you know, rely on just trying to get into those, you know, solo fights, maybe fighting up by the button, getting a bit more control here and there. I think it's a good pick ban phase from Hound there. I think they've come in, they've probably, you know, picked the best 3 maps they could have hoped for there. So yeah, pretty good go.
Yeah, they've definitely given it some thought, I think, going into this one. They haven't just thought, we're against a very difficult team here, just throw any maps down, what we're, you know, perhaps more familiar with. No, I think they've actually thought about the opposing team and, you know, banned good maps rather than just trying to, you know, get rid of the maps they're not necessarily good at. You know, that's a very important discussion about pro teams these days is, are they really banning the enemy strong maps or are they banning their weak maps? And I think, you know, when you have that more expanded pool of of maps, that you can play really well, you have that flexibility, you have the ability to actually, play more offensively, if you will, in that important map pick and bans.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. That's the difference you see coming from the amateur bracket up into the pool play, right?
Yeah.
You go from teams without a coach, trying to get rid of the ones they're not comfortable on again, and then you move up the ladder to teams that are comfortable on every map. Doesn't matter what situation you put them in, they've played it before, and they're just trying to get their best situation possible. Yeah. It doesn't matter really, that if a team they're against has a bad map, they probably will ban it outright or pick it outright, but it's still looking for that offensive play, as you said, and it is all on the coach there.
Even with, the likes of Optic Gaming, right? They've had their favorite maps from, the very start of Gears of War 4, all these top teams. But Optic have always kept it to just one map that they want to autoban. Keep it to strict one, and then they can comfortably beat any team, in their minds on any map then. But if you have more than one, in the map pool that you could try to avoid, it's not the best scenario for sure. So
no, and you only have that one chance. The one thing that is guaranteed in the the pre-game kind of routine is that you have one ban, and before anyone else can do anything about that, you get that ban in place. Yeah. So, why not auto ban that one map every single time? It means you only have to practice 6. It doesn't matter what happens in that in that order afterwards. You are set on knowing that you will never ever play that game that map. So maybe not a bad strategy for some of these newer teams getting into it. And even at the top level, cuts down what you've got to learn from 7 to 6, right? So not too bad at all. We are just loading into the game. They're just sorting everything out in the lobby, but we will be in there very, very shortly.
Yeah, we did just get the map started. We're just going back to the lobby now to sort a few things. But let's talk about Reclaimed just a little bit. That first map that we're going to see. Safe to say that this Odin side is going to be so strong in that up top B fight there in Mana. I think this could be the most difficult part of the match for Hound Esports to really deal with. It doesn't matter how much you break it down, it always comes down to this initial fight on Reclaimed that is so important in both halves. And when you have the likes of Odin, players, teammates that are so experienced playing together and competing at events, I really do fancy their team chemistry and their teamwork to shine through once they've won that initial. And I think this will be a perhaps one-sided affair, at least on this first map.
No, I have to agree that ball fight is going to be difficult for Hound. It is going to be a slaughter. However, if I'm Hound right now, I'm looking to play the map differently. I'm thinking, let's get these first rounds out of the way. Let's get our weapon picks down. Let's draw Odin and split them across the map, and let's try and play more home style than we do go for that trip cup or that third. That third ring, that neutral ring play style. And we do see a lot of big fights going down in that bowl.
Yeah.
And it is super Slayer heavy. And we know Odin can slay outright. The question is how do Hound match up in that fight?
Yeah.
We've not seen them on stream before. At least I haven't. And I'm super interested to see how this plays out, because I know that this Odin roster will be super confident right now. They will be. They're a very bravado heavy team, right? They go in with a lot of kind of cockiness, a lot of attitude. They know they're going to win these fights, and if that doesn't start going their way, if Dobby, if Savage, if they can get in there and get in that bowl and start kind of rocking the boat a little bit. Perhaps, maybe they do start to win a few rounds up there. But
it seems as though Hound Esports have done their research right in the map picks and bans. They know, what could be the best, option for them in regards to picks and bans. But, going into Reclaimed, I am sure they're aware that Odin are very, very shotgun heavy and aggressive in their playstyle. And, when they do win those initials, it can be a very daunting task to come back from. If I was them, theory crafting a little bit, I would just throw a power weapon down towards the bottom end of the map. Now, I'm not saying throw down a boom shot or a drop shot, the usual European gameplay style. Oh, you want to go to the heavy route? Well,
I would love to see a drop shot down in that barn.
That would be fun, and us being cast as biased towards that and the aggressive gameplay. But if I'm Hound Esports, if I was a team captain, I would just start suggesting weapons like the sniper, maybe the M bar, maybe something in the center, maybe something bottom barn. just straight off the bat, right? Immediately reduce the number of rounds that Odin have to really perhaps win from that ball fight, and immediately split up players, split the team strats up completely, so it's more balanced in terms of where you send your players into what areas of the map from the very start of each round. Yes, you'd argue Odin might be a little bit more experienced and practice even in those kind of scenarios, and might be able to adapt better to that. But, we don't know how much Hound Esports have been practicing behind the scenes, in the short term running up to this event. They could have practiced strats like that. They could have them nailed down, and as such, I'd like to see something like that. I think you've said it already. I think it'll be a bit of a slaughter, maybe, in this bowl. I have to agree. I have to, favor the more likely team to win those battles. And as such, yeah, I would just try and stop that team fight from starting as soon as possible with those power weapon placements.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, we're even in the rounds here of double snipes, right? Just anything to kind of just change the meta, essentially. Change things up, change how the map's played, and really try and just get in Odin's heads. However, going to be difficult. They're seasoned players.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings us on to how do you think this match is going to go? Are we going to see a Hound redemption? Are they going to come out fighting? Are they going to do well, or do you think it's going to be a little bit more one-sided?
I think it'll be a one-sided affair. I think it would be unfair to say otherwise. To be honest, I think Odin really do have a comfortable game coming up here. Hate to say it, perhaps a bit of an early conclusion, but I do fancy Odin. Map count-wise, I'm going to say 2-0. Okay, I'm going to say 2-0. I love Hound Esports' approach to the map picks and bans. If they, if their in-game strategies can, go that far in terms of the depth and research, even better. But you can't turn your head when it comes to Odin shotguns, especially in these initials.
No, you could not, and I would agree with you on everything you just said. 2-0 Odin. That's my prediction too. Hound, well. Let's see if they can get out the doghouse, or are they going home with their tail between their legs? How cheesy is that? We are going to reclaim, ladies and gentlemen. We can see the fly through on the screen right now. Map's about to get underway. Toby, this is going to be a cracking opening game.
As cheesy as that was, I do really like it.
Hey, it was all right.
It was kind of like a double in one.
It was all right.
2 for 1. I need to start coming up with some now. Wow,
that's it.
That was really
Google,
good.
they'll tell you.
Yeah.
Just, dog puns.
Yeah,
be fine.
Between rounds, I'll have to start thinking about this. But, yep, as you said, let's get into the gameplay. Odin versus Hound. Thank you all for waiting. A few technical issues to get things going, but here we are finally. Reclaimed is the first map, best of 3 series, first game of this event. And as you've probably heard, Odin are the favorites, fairly new players, fairly new team in the form of Hound Esports. Great logo, love this organization, but let's see how they're going to get off to this one.
Yeah, definitely. We are on board with Dobby at the moment, fighting around apples. Not too bad so far. We see a couple of kills coming in, and as predicted, Odin opening up, slaying pretty hard. Savage has got a big fire in his hand, but the crossfire comes down. Sammy picks up a lovely little double kill, and yeah, we're seeing kills across the board here now for Odin. The double cap, triple cap, almost promising. Melvin Eyes trying to get out of spawn, and Sammy doing a little nice 1-2 as he comes around the back of the spawn. We see the domination ticking in. Really strong first round, actually, from Odin so far. Looks like it's going to get locked in as well. So first round domination, 48 seconds, Toby. Odin looking super strong.
Yeah, I didn't see too much structure and organization from Odin, and likewise Hound Esports there, apart from the opening, the very opening strat. How many numbers are you going to send where? But, it just seems as though Odin played just pure shotgun heavy. As soon as they win their 1v, fly to the enemy's home hill. But yeah, the weapon placements. I did just see snipers, by the way.
I saw that hover too.
I mean, shot grenades,
maybe smart.
I can see this. I can see this going well. Just throw them into the bowl. Maybe even apples, just to stop at least one, branch for Odin player to push. And they have actually locked that in as well. Let's bring up the scoreboard for a second. 1 kill for the side of Hound Esports in that first round in the form of Agonize, and 3 players are actually on minus points as well, Alex.
Yeah, that's it. That's not good enough. If they wanna do bits, as they say, in this first matchup, they really need to start putting some damage on the board. That said, let's see what the shot grenades. It looks like Odin's just left them entirely. preferring map position
numbers,
over the
numbers and aggression, yeah.
over the pickup. Let's have a look what's going on in that bowl area. We see that actually the shot grenade has come in. Traded the kills so far, and Incisive's managed to get away with the skin of his teeth there. Just pick up 2 kills, but only just. 3 players down again. Sammy playing.
Once again,
apples.
Sammy just flying through apples to flank Savage there and just really press the pace towards the enemy's home hill. Already breaking that one now. Great wall bouncing and straight into the end. I mean, talk about confidence, right? This is the pinnacle of it, if you will. One cannot move faster and any more elegantly to the enemy's home hill, can you?
That's it, yeah. Making his time in that brewery area well spent. 2-0 though. Not as quick as the first round, but...
J Rage giving the thumbs up there.
Yeah, he looks pretty happy.
Very confident, very happy. Nice bright start to the day, perhaps for this man and his side.
Yeah, it's kind of the game you want, isn't it, in the morning?
I think so, yeah. It's safe to
Definitely
say. I mean, we don't mean to write off Hound Esports too quick. It's just, Odin are one of the better teams, certainly, for this event. And double incense actually being placed at A and C. Not sure if you saw the patch notes, Alex, but very soon, those incense, that double incense placement could be gone. Incense removed from that home hill position, something that's been requested from pro players for a long time. But, they're going to be used here and probably to its full effectiveness. J Rage playing on home.
Yeah, I can understand that change. It does slow down the game quite heavily, and you can essentially just block off entire routes, and most of the time, it is just a time blocker. Actually, Agonized playing really well in between 3 players. That does get taken out in the end, but did look pretty strong. We see Ash on the respawn queue as well. Hound Esports do look stronger this round, but they've got to watch out in situations like this where they're going to get crossed out. Melvinized is going to try and help Dobby, but does get taken out.
Ooh,
J-Rage
double.
Not using those as time blockers this time as he gets a double kill with the Incendiaries.
Well, there we go.
A little bit of teabagging as well to boot.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Seasoning, if you will, after that. Cook off with those incense. Nicely done. 3-0 already. I think it's safe to say, just judging from the behavior of these players, not the teabagging, but more so their movement, their choices and how they push, they are just running riot right now. There's not too much structure. They're just relying purely on raw skill to get them through this match. And you've seen the incense go down. You've seen the shot grenades. A sniper is hovering over Workshop, and this could be just what the doctor ordered to stop this onslaught. Maybe even a boom shot, but that kind of just gives me second half vibes at that point through, and just shifting the majority down to the spawn. It's actually going to go through as well.
Yeah, boom shot placed. I'm not too fond of it. I think that's just going to actually quicken up the round speeds here for Odin. Judging by the slaying out, they're just going to pick up that boom and kind of run through with it. We are on board with Jay. He's going to head up to the B hill, changing positions slightly per round. We do see most teams, though, heading down to the boom shot as predicted. We see a 4v4 going on down there. Boom shot is picked up straight away. Pretty much no contest. Lancer Queen does have an opportunity here to get a really nice incend, but needs to throw it. Nope, there's the 2 double kills coming back to back. Godfex picking up the double with the boom shot. And here they go. They're going to run onto this home hill as quick as they can. Looking for an early round. We still got 1 boom shot left, 1 incend left as well in hand. 3 seconds left, 1 second left, and that's all she wrote. It's a nice little dance. 35 seconds. Round time's actually quickening up with those power weapon placements.
I think this is a new trend that Sammy's starting here, and now he's wearing his headphones.
Yeah, that's pretty, isn't it?
Quite unorthodox, actually. Perhaps a new fashion trend.
Doesn't want to ruin his hair. That's what it is.
No, yeah, of course, just saving the hair for the rest of the day. It seems.
I don't know if he can hear us or if he's laughing at something else, but something's amused him for sure.
Yeah, very happy. It's safe to say, this man on our screens.
Definitely so.
Former Fable player, of course, former home hill player for them. Actually, J Rage playing at home today. Bit different there. But weapon placement time once again. It's going to be Lancer Green electing for the block at B. And so, yeah, that kind of just cements this opening strategy, I guess. It is pretty much, at this point in the second half, in terms of how many players are sent where. The Incens have been a very useful tool for Odin, getting those double Incens straight off the bat.
That player going Forge here for not Forge, Construction here for Odin is is the key at the moment, right? I don't see them winning unless they overload. They need to get 5 players down. They need to play aggressive. There's the incend that we needed last round. Only picks up 1. If they'd have thrown it last round, it would have got 2. Ash has picked up 2, but he is super red, and you know, this looks pretty good. Sammy's cleaning up though in the back. Almost takes out Ash as well. Taken by surprise. Nope, they're just shooting each other. Ash is having none of that. Hills though are ticking down in Hound's favour somehow. I'm not sure how. Savage just been taken out by Boom as well. I think that was the last player alive. See the players coming off spawn through the X-ray camera. Dobby needs to watch his back though, because there is a guy hiding out here at C.
For sure, Melvinized trying to rodeo and strafe his way into Ash, but the shotgun is going to be the tool of destruction there, and just like that, the triple capture does come on as the B hill and home hill is collected for Odin. 5-0, 1 round away from the second half, and just looking at the kills in just a second. It is definitely in favor of Odin right now. 6 kills.
I'm looking at
Esports in 5 rounds.
I'm looking at J Rage here. 10 kills, no time dead, not a single death.
He has not died once.
All the caps in the world. Like, he's living life right now. This is the get the thumbs warm game, right, for him. And
warm up the shotgun.
He's doing it well. Let's have a look at the placements. We're seeing a frag grenade here, looking to going to be hovering around the middle. That's it. Gets locked in. So more explosives on the map.
So we have shot grenades, we have incense, we have frag grenades. All the grenades you can ask for. I mean, frag grenades, throw them through the window, Alex. You know, that could change things up quite a bit. Curious to see actually if Hound Esports do go for them in particular to change this up. All it's been is double incense kills so far for Odin. Maybe frag grenades could be the solution for this opening strat. We'll have to wait and see. Actually, yeah, Melvin has actually got a clean pickup of that. Is he going to throw them early? His teammates are straight in. And just throwing one. Oh, here comes the flank actually from Sammy. Does find Melvinize. The boom shot was picked up by Agonize, who still has it in hand, by the way.
He's managed to get out. He has fired one, though. And he's managed to kill Incisive, but does take himself out at the same time, so not ideal. And Incisive actually playing real well. That's cheeky, Sammy. That is cheeky.
That's a very unpredictable frag grenade placement for sure, and you know it could work out quite well actually.
I think it's going to work.
Ready.
Oh,
bit of a pause. I'm sure.
So while this pause is going through, we just saw a
player running towards
Hound
that
Esports member making a beeline for that hill.
It's basically a claymore at that point.
Here we go. There it goes. That was cheeky. Well, played all right though. Melvinized. Obviously, didn't have any eyes on that grenade whatsoever. And Lance Queen trying her best now to make haste into that hill and break out. She takes a couple of shots before going down, but this does look like it's going to be the 6th round locked in for Odin. 6-0 now, on fire and looking real strong.
I love that pause. You know, it's just as the frag grenade was going to go off. It was kind of like a movie scene, if you will. Just a pause. He knew something was going to occur, and Sammy was there watching his prey, if you will.
He was as well.
Yeah.
Lurking in the shadows.
6-0, Alex. Is it safe to say that this map is all but over?
I wouldn't bet against it. Yeah, I think this is. I think this probably will be all she wrote for this first map. However, potential upsets. I'm not too sure at this point. These rounds have been very quick, and Odin seemed to be playing very well. Let's have a look at what's going on in this barn area. We see Sammy's going to
run straight around the edge.
Well, we've had the ring swap over, right? So the map is going to change slightly. A lucky little roll there from Savage, because the kills were going in Hound's favour before that, but Ash had enough of that. He's going to pick up a quick double kill. This cap's going to go in their favour as well. And yeah, looks to be pretty similar as what was going on in the previous 6 rounds. Sammy kind of playing around this opposite home hill. Maybe get a couple more kills in.
Players, of course, just coming off respawn. Shortest respawn time up, and Godfax doesn't seem to mind that. The players are here. Sammy goes for the steam train. Agonize gets the up A, and they really do need to win this fight, but the numbers advantage is strictly in Odin's favor. Lancer Green taking out Godfax. 2v1 now, though, trying to close the gaps. Everyone is stunned, but Ash does find that kill. Melvinize does bow down as well, and I think that will be it for the first map. Odin, the favourites to win the map and the match, you'd argue, do come away without dropping a single round. Did J-Rage die once?
That is the question.
I think he did.
No.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
But he did get overtaken.
We will see the scoreboard, I'm sure, in just a second, but 11-0. 11-0.
That's
11
it.
kills, 0 time dead. J-Rage, boy oh boy. Very good start to his tournament.
Yeah, definitely. Very nice play from the Odin squad there. Very confident, and they looked as we expected. Very strong slaying skills. Not much organisation, but don't think they needed it just then. Nice to see Hound on the screen, looking happy.
Cheerful,
still.
cheerful,
Yeah.
happy. Yep.
The laughter's
Having a
still
good
there, and I think at that point you do have to take it on the chin, right, and enjoy yourself, because
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do about that map just now. We got to look forward to the next map and see what that brings, come what may. But damn it is
their pick as well.
It is
their
Hound's pick, so potentially they've got something planned for that. Who knows? Loving the graphics behind the teams as well, man.
Gorgeous.
How
graphics.
nice is that?
This, honestly, guys, cannot say it enough. This venue is beautiful.
Yeah,
it is
so good.
absolutely perfect, and the crowd already filling up just behind us. It's already just the start of this tournament, and I mean, just look at Hound Esports on our screen. So happy, so cheerful.
Did you see? Yeah. I can lip read what Lancer Queen just said then. She said, "Give it to him. You are," and I can't say the last word, but yeah, it looks like they're trying to bring the hype a little bit to this next game. The thumbs up, ready to go. Looks like they're all set.
Give them the go ahead, yeah.